Good evening, Graham speaking.
Graham, Mike here.
Hey Mark, how are you? Yeah, I thought it was your turn. John just rang me and he was mixed up. He thought it was his turn. I told him to ring back in half an hour.
Ah,
Never mind. You guys have got new numbers as well. The numbers I had were different, but that's because you changed your plan. I'll update it in my system. So how's life on Delja99 today?
very calm. So, it's like flat seas. Probably today I was doing about 4 knots, maybe. And tonight I've been doing maybe 3 knots, but it's like flat. It's surprising I'm actually doing 3 knots, even with very, very little breeze.
Yeah, the weather windy shows a big hole coming down, lasting for about 24 hours or so.
Yeah. So I think tomorrow's going to be calm, and then we'll start building for about. I was able to get on windy, so it looks as though we've got about 5 days plus of quite sort of windy weather from Wednesday onwards.
Yeah, I guess you can just enjoy the calm while you've got it.
Yeah, enjoy the calm, but also sort of getting ready.
Right.
So I'm expecting a bit of activity, so messing around with sails and all that sort of stuff. But no, I've been looking after myself, so I was able to get a bit of a feed today. I put the stove on today, had an omelette. So I'm running also fresh food now, so I've just about gone through my fresh food. But I had a little pepper and a little green tomato left. Yeah, I made up a little scrambled egg. It was good.
So after that, it's back to the tinned and dried food, I guess.
Yeah, I actually opened up a little tin of dry apricots. So yeah, next 3 weeks is going to be a little bit different. I've got plenty of ready-made foods and packet foods and tin foods. So in the morning what did I have this morning? I had muesli. Normally I had muesli with coconut water, but this morning I had muesli with orange juice.
Oh, okay. How was that?
Bit of a change.
Did you like it?
It was good. Yeah, it was good. So I'm used to eating cold food now. I'm not really eating hot food.
Yeah,
I just got used to eating cold food. It's good.
Do you not miss hot meals, or are you quite happy with the cold food?
No, I'm quite happy with cold meals. In fact, yesterday I don't know if I messaged you or somebody. I was missing sort of coffee. So yesterday I sort of put some instant Nescafe into a cup, a couple of teaspoons into a cold, just ordinary, not cold water, just room temperature water, whatever water temperature we've got here. And it was fine. I didn't mind it at all. So I'm having coffee. So I had coffee today, actually, but just in ordinary water.
Do you drink it black?
It's like camping, so everything tastes fine when you.
Yes, I think that's true. It's quite different when you're out at sea. And do you put milk in your coffee, or do you drink it black?
I just drink it black. I've always drank my coffee black.
Yeah, me too, and I think it's okay. Cold.
It's fine. No problem at all. Yeah. So little surprises.
And it
gives
you more time to read books.
Say again?
It gives you more time to read your books.
Yeah, I've been reading today. I've got a few books. I haven't really got into very much, but I've got a few books to read. I finished off. I did finish off. I finished off Claire Francis' second book about the Whitbread Cup she did in 1978, which is I don't know. Those guys push their boats really, really, really hard. You know, changing spinnakers almost every hour type of thing. But,
it helps to have a good, strong, young crew.
Yeah. It does.
How are you enjoying
I don't know how many crews she had, but it was sounded about 10, 12 crews that are dedicated for various jobs.
Yeah, so they were...
That's a little bit different to the 580 where you're scrambling to do everything.
How are you enjoying sailing alone?
Really, it hasn't been a problem so far. I mean, you're the first person I've spoken to in whatever it is, 7 days. So I haven't spoken for 7 days.
You don't talk to yourself?
Weird. Yeah, so it's good.
Do you speak out loud?
Lots of thinking to yourself. And... No, not at all. Not at all. But I'm missing music, so that's the one thing that I forgot to put on the boat. I should have put some music on.
No.
I just ran out of time trying to get anything organised.
Another job for Antigua.
That's something else. Another job for Antigua. But how do you build a music collection in a week or two? I don't know. It's going to be tough.
Yeah, maybe you'll be able to borrow copy music from some of the other entrants. I know Dan Turner has a good music collection.
Yeah, good.
How are your ribs and your back?
In Lanzarote. Oh, good. I'm actually very good.
Good.
I think I messaged you earlier. I feel like a monkey, sort of like swinging around inside here. So the exercise is good.
Building up all your muscles.
It's just a little. Obviously, when you're in the high seas, it's just a little bit hard grabbing onto everything and not bouncing off everything. But that's adding to your fitness in a strange way. So yeah, I've lost a bit of weight, lost a lot of my stomach now. That's good. I feel good. Yeah.
How's the boat? Have you had any problems, or is it all going good?
It's all going good. I lost a shackle yesterday, I think, which was my first shackle. So I've been around the boat a little bit today, just checking everything, making sure everything's tight. So yeah, everything's good. Everything's working. I haven't had any problems at all. It's been good. Yeah. Apart from having too much stuff, I've got too much stuff. So even today I was organising and tidying and getting ready and making sure everything's at hand. My hat's at hand, my gloves are at hand, my knee pads are at hand. It's quite hot at the moment, so today was 25 degrees. And even when we had the winds a few days back, it was still 21 degrees. So it's quite warm. I've only needed my lightweight sort of coastal type jacket. Yeah, it's been good. I couldn't find one of those personal EPIRBs in Lanzarote. They just ran out. There was another big Atlantic race, I think the day after us, 65 boats were going out or something. And they just ran out of a lot of stuff, even the charts. So Don actually lent me his EPIRB, which I thought was funny. So if my EPIRB goes off, it'll be Don McIntyre out at sea. So I have to, which I thought was amusing.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, I'm all set up. Yeah, that'll be. That was interesting.
So
I've got 3 EPIRBs. I've got one in the boat. I've got one of those ones I bought in Australia that whatever it is, AISE probe that's in my grab bag. I've got one personally on me. So, yeah. Lots of safety things on this boat.
So what sort of stuff are you going to take off when you get to Antigua? Are you going to get rid of some of the stuff?
I'm finding it hard to get rid of the stuff because I've got all my worldly possessions on me. So I've been through a few times trying to get rid of stuff, but it's just, like, you think you've got a lot of space, but when you stock it up with food for 30 days or something, it takes up quite a bit of room. So one of your loads is almost completely full up.
When you leave Panama, you need a lot of food. It's going to be a long leg out of Panama.
Yeah.
Have even more food then.
Yeah.
You'll pretty much have to stop all the way to Tahiti. It's 4,000 miles to the Marquesas and another 600 or 700 miles to Tahiti.
Yeah. So I'm only really just getting used to sort of what food's doing. It's a lot more educated now a little bit about what foods I need to buy and whatever. There was some ready-made packet food, like literally ready-made vegetarian couscous and mixed up with some tomato and whatever it was in the packet. And that was excellent. And then I bought the packets and I went back for bought all the rest of the packets from the supermarket. But
do you have to add water to that, or is it already wet?
No, it's just ready-made. It's in the packet. You just open it and eat it. It was fantastic. I didn't heat it. I mean, obviously there's a recommendation to eat it, but I just ate it out of the packet. It was fantastic. I have too many tins of tuna. I'm a bit fed up with tuna. But, yeah, I've got tuna, I've got chickpeas, I've got a lot of stuff. Not a choice. But now I've got the cooker working, I might be able to do food that we bought. I've got a big bag of freeze-dried, I don't know how many meals. 100 meals probably.
What sort of cooker did you
I'll try some of that stuff out. Well, in Lanzarote I didn't have anything, and then Don, I'm still scared to use the jet oil. I've just seen so many stories of people scalding themselves, and if you do scald yourself, that's a major problem. So I've just been a little bit scared dealing with boiling water in like a rocky boat. And I said that to Don when he did my boat inspection. And he said, why don't you get one of those little gas cookers and just, the portable ones that you can just lay on the floor and just cook on that. He says it's quite safe. I do have one, but I guess I didn't want to put gas inside, so I bought a little portable outside gas barbecue from the pit that was in the chandlery. And then I used it a couple of days ago, but it just has a hot grill, which is no good, because if you do try and do scrambled eggs, it just goes everywhere. It just runs everywhere, goes amok. So I spent half my time cleaning it all up. But when I bought it, I did buy a big pan. So today I literally put the barbecue has got 3 big rubber like bottom things. It actually goes. I didn't put it on the back of the stanchion. I just put it onto the cockpit, and then with the big pan, it worked quite well, keeping the heater and the wind down. It was fantastic. It took a while to heat up, but it was great. So I'm really happy with that. I don't know how. It needs to be calmer weather to use it, but like in the next 5 days, from Tuesday onwards for 5 days, I definitely will go to use it. That's just given me another option for us.
Does look like you're going to get some fresh northeasterlies after this calm spell. Yeah.
I've just been preparing for that a little bit. I wanted to do a little my sextant out today, but it was quite bright, but there was just too many clouds. We had clouds all day. Hopefully tomorrow I might be able to get a noon sight, and we'll see.
It's good fun. Do you still have the requirement to do a certain number of sights during the crossing?
Yeah. So the last WhatsApp message from Don was we need to do 5, we need to do at least 5 main sites. And then we need to do, I don't know how many sites, morning and afternoon sites before Panama. But obviously we can do the morning and afternoon sites during this trip. It just satisfies him on doing those calculations.
Fine.
I'm sort of up to speed on the noon site. I'm just not up to speed on the morning and afternoon sites.
Yeah.
I've got plenty. I've still got the notes that you gave me. I've got plenty. I've got a couple of books as well. So, and I've done it a couple of times with John Benkart.
Yeah,
There's quite a bit of difference being led by somebody and then trying to do it by yourself.
Yeah, I found it very easy following Hiscock's instructions for the LOPs, for the morning sights. The biggest issue for me is actually getting an accurate sight, wedging yourself somewhere in the hatch or somewhere where you can have both hands for the sextant and not have to hang on all the time.
Yeah. That's going to be difficult.
Yeah. So where have you been positioning yourself to take the sights? I haven't done that yet. Oh, okay. I thought you might have done a couple.
It's all the ones I've done today, literally been on land by the beach, just learning. So I physically haven't taken a sight on the boat yet. That'll be interesting.
I think with you and John, you've got that little hatch that's just forward of the main hatch, where you can stand up. That'd be a good place to stand and do your sight.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's a good place. Yeah, you can definitely wedge yourselves in that. Yeah.
You don't want to be thrown across.
But on my lifeline, I've got like a short strap that I can tether myself. So even in the corner of the boat, I can sit right in the corner and almost lock myself in. Yeah.
How are you finding the motion of the boat?
Motion's good. Well, I haven't had any motion dizziness or anything, so I've been fine. Yeah, I've been lucky. I did actually stop drinking coffee for the first 2 or 3 days before the trip. I think the first trip I got a little bit, down in Coffs Harbour I got a little bit giddy, and I think that was to do with not necessarily the motion, but if you drink quite a bit of coffee and then you stop, you feel a bit sick and nauseous. And I think that was the effect I had in Coffs Harbour. So on this trip, I literally stopped drinking coffee 3 days before we set off. And I haven't had any problems at all. It's been good. Yeah, lucky.
I presume the motion of the boat would be fairly quick from my experience of little light boats.
Oh, yeah. It's quick. It's sudden. So even now the boat is like rocking, but every now and again even now when there's no waves, there's like a little sideways ripple or something, and then it's quite a jerk. So the boat is jerking as well as sort of rolling, which makes it difficult to get around. And I could actually do with another couple of handholds in the middle of the road. We've got a great one on by the entrance. We've got 2 big bars to hang on to. Bits and pieces. But yeah, sometimes you're struggling to find a handhold in the middle of the boat. I'd need a couple of, maybe another rails probably. I'm suspecting John's got the same problem. So, if we do something on one boat, we do it on the other boat. With an exact copy, even all the little storage things that we've got.
Yeah, it's interesting having the two boats because you can trial things out and then just copy them to the other boat.
Yeah.
I'll be talking to John next. I'll be interested to see how he's going. How have you found the deck? Because there's been some commentary that your decks are still a bit slippery.
In Lanzarote, I put quite a bit of, what do you call it? Non-skid tape. And then we had some of the bungee stuff, whatever it's called, left over. So I put a bit of that on, and yeah, I covered it. There's a couple of areas I haven't, but minor areas like I could have done the other day. I had a little slip, not this type of slip, on a 6-inch by 6-inch little gap. So I'm okay on that. I've got some really good gill knee pads, excellent, and they're sticky as well. So I haven't actually physically, and some of the other guys, they're sort of bull and able and whatever. I'm sort of playing safe and just kneeling basically. So every time I'm on deck, I'm just kneeling rather than standing. It's just, the motion's just too much for me to stand safely, for me to feel safe. That's been fine. I've just been shuffling along on the deck, doing whatever I need to do, and then shuffling back. It's okay.
It's a good way to do it, I think. I don't spend much time dancing on the foredeck myself these days.
Yeah.
So the knee pads, so they're gill.
My balance isn't as good as it used to be.
Yeah. Well,
say again?
You mentioned you got some gill knee pads. I'll have to have a look at those. I think.
Yeah, they're excellent. They're excellent. I probably got them from Whitworth or somewhere. But they are fantastic. And they're not. So I have I've had 2 or 3 knee pads before, but they've been uncomfortable on the back of the knees. But these ones are well shaped, very comfortable. Yeah, I've just thrown my other ones out to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I only wore my helmet a couple of times when it got really bad. Other than that, I'm pretty relaxed.
Okay, so you don't wear the helmet a lot,
Yes,
only occasionally.
When it's really, really bad, like on the first night we came down from Lanzarote, a little bit frantic, I stuck it on. But it's very easy to, even if the boom was not moving, you're moving. So it's very easily, you can knock your head off the boom by just falling into the boom. It's not always the boom's fault. So obviously not the same shunt, but it's the helmet helps.
You're obviously doing okay because you haven't had any injuries so far.
No, I haven't had any injuries at all. I've got, I don't bruise very much, but I've got a couple of bruises. But no, I'm okay at the moment. But I've been playing it safe, so that's why I'm at the back of the fleet. So I haven't pushed myself hard. I haven't pushed myself a lot, to be honest. So I'm trying to obviously keep up with the fleet, but I'm drifting a little bit behind. But I haven't been pushing myself with putting more sail out than I need to put out. So if I'm doing, so up to now, if I'm doing sort of 5 knots, I'm happy. 5+ knots, I'm happy. But do I need to do 6 knots, 7 knots? Maybe if I wanted to win. But I'm just happy to finish right now and get used to the boat and all that sort of stuff. I haven't really seen where we are, but I did chat to John Bankart, not chat, but message John Bankart the other day.
Yep.
So I'm definitely at the back of the fleet, but maybe 100 miles or so back. I don't quite know. But
yeah, you're not that far back from Jasmine, and you've got a couple of other boats. They're a little bit further ahead of you, and then the rest of them are progressively moving forward. So it's about 3 or 4 boats that are well and truly out the front, and they're just going for it at 5 to 6 knots all the time. But they're all going to slow down now as well for at least a day. And a couple of boats are way, way up north, but John and Neil's are further south, and they're very well placed at the moment for this weather system, but it changes every day, so it's an interesting game.
yeah.
Are you doing okay?
Those guys are aggressive sailors. They're very, even in when we're chatting, and you can see the way that they're focused on their boats and tweaking, and they're
Have you talked to many of the other boats?
even Dan Turk. I mean, Dan Turk has been across the Atlantic already, so he knows his boat a lot more. He's a lot more comfortable with putting more sail out and blah blah blah.
He is doing extremely.
With me, I mean, obviously, if I put more. Say again?
I said Dan Turk is doing very, very well, and so is Renault on Capucenti. He's baking cakes and making big curries and everything, and he's still charging along into the fleet.
He's a funny character. He's what I would call a technical sailor.
But both
if he's a degree off, he gets concerned.
Both of those guys have done a lot of sailing on those boats, though, which helps, I think.
Yeah, definitely does help. I think the more sailing you're doing, certainly in this boat, the more confident you get with your ability to manage, whatever's going to happen. So, I think there's been 3 times on this trip where I've actually not, on the jib halyard, I haven't had enough tension on the sheet, and when I pull the jib in on the halyard, I'm getting a bit of sheet wrap around the bottom of the halyard, and it gets all stuck. So that was a little bit of a lesson learned, but I've literally had to go up front times to unwrap sheets and whatnot, just because I didn't have the tension on properly.
I think John's just trying to call me now. He's right on time. So
that was good. Good chatting.
Well, we might have to.
30 minutes already.
Yeah, we've pretty much. We're up to 28 minutes.
All right. Well, I'll chat to you on WhatsApp or something.
Yeah, I'm going to put WhatsApp onto this phone now as well, because Renault asked me to do that. So you can get me on WhatsApp on this phone now as well. But I'll talk to you next time. And good luck.
Okay, fantastic. Good chatting.
You too. Cheers. Bye.
Good to hear from you.
Okay, bye.